I gotta say, chat, the haste with which you're completing this Doomstream challenge is honestly distressing. But hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Hello, Bacon Copter, our Dominic, Satellite Sun, Two Hit, Lay Retro Spiso, Numberless Dread, RV Winkle. Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fan-fucking-tastic. Let me tell you, it has been a lovely day here. Oh, you played Various on. There's that weird happy face FPS thing on the left. Me and my bro play that a lot. I have the Super Nintendo version, which will be coming soon-ish. But the Game Boy version. The Game Boy version is actually the original, which is kind of surprising. For your number 2 pencil and your scan. Manic, is there gonna be a test? Oh shit. But yes, I'm having a great day. It's been a lovely day. Did some got some chores and stuff done around the house today. I played a whole bunch of Lego Skywalker Saga. I'm actually this is gonna sound insane. I'm actually finishing Planet. I actually have a couple planets, a couple sectors that I've completely finished, 100%. So that's exciting. I am slowly toddling my way towards 100% completion Lego Skywalker Saga. And it's only going to take me like 90 hours to get there. So I had thoughts, I had ideas to do other things today, but I just play Lego Skywalker Saga. And then I was interrupted from that, quite rudely, but it was worth it, by my wife inviting me out to dinner with the kids and her friends at King's Hawaiian, which is a wonderful Hawaiian bakery that has a bunch of restaurant/bakeries around the Los Angeles area. And I haven't eaten at one of these places since, oh, Jesus, like 2009, I think? It's been like a really, like, my wife and I ate there once before our kids were born. I don't even remember what I had. I know it was good, but she wasn't so into it at the time. So this is the first time we've been since then. It was really good. I got their orange chicken bowl, and it was delicious. Yeah, I got the orange chicken bowl. My wife got the Loco Moco. My older daughter got a cheeseburger, and my younger daughter just kind of ate off of all of our plates. And it was all really good. It's all really good. I even have some orange chicken left over because Jesus Christ. That was an American ass-sized portion that they gave me, so I'm a little worried. I'm not gonna change anything. I'm not gonna adjust anything, but my daughter's friends were asking me about my channel, this channel, because I guess they heard from my daughter or their parents or something that I stream, so. Anyway, I'm just gonna put that out of my head, and we're not gonna worry about that. Oh, children, no. I warned them. I warned them and their parent. They know what's going on here, so they'll find and be bored within 5. Yeah, these games are all too old for them. They're playing their Robloxes and their Granny Part 4s and their Poppy Playtime NFTs and shit. Nobody cares. Let's make more goatsy me. Tell the parents this stream is for them, not their kids. Dread's got the right idea. Dread knows what's up. Probably imagining something much more Fortnite-y. I know some of their parents play like classic NES games. Because it's what they remember from their childhood, so it might not be an entirely foreign concept. I mean, they have Switches too, and they've got the Switch Online, so they've got all kinds of NES and SNES games at their fingertips right there. So at this point, my younger daughter, my 6-year-old, knows just as much about SNES games as she does like Mario Odyssey or Lego Skywalker Saga. She loves playing old SNES games. She's put a lot of time into trying to work out F-Zero. Bless her poor little heart. All of them love Wheel of Fortune. Kids love Wheel of Fortune on the NES. It's what made the system, really. Apparently people are digging Fortnite minus the one thing that made it different from every other Battle Royale game. Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny how popular the no building mode has been? Oh, thank you. Thank you, yeah. I didn't even do anything. I just made it available, and my 6-year-old has been exploring the Switch. They were trying to figure out The Tourist the other day. I don't know how many of y'all were around, but that was, God, that was back in the days of, like, Patreon requests. And somebody requested I take a look at The Tourist on the Switch, and I did. And yeah, they dug that up last week, and my 6-year-old, my 10-year-old were like comparing notes, trying to figure it out. The Tourist. Let me see if I'll link it to you, because I feel like nobody's heard of this game, and it's actually genuinely cool. Yeah, that's how they spell it. There you go. Yeah, I streamed it very briefly. I streamed it as part of like a variety night, and it's really cool because it's like it's almost like a Zelda game, but set in a modern, like in a modern archipelago setting. I mean, it's not like a super deep game. You're a tourist and you're going around these islands, and there's some ruins and stuff, and you're solving the puzzles on them, and there's some goofy puzzles and stuff. Had a sequel, Driven, the sequel to Tourist. It was on Game Pass for a hot minute. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, that's what that's called. That's the thing. What's up, Eva? Good to see you. Tourist. It's one of those games that absolutely would have just slid past me if nobody had requested it. There've been a lot of those. Who knows? Who knows which ones will get scooped up in the future? Played Sheriff of Nottingham for the first time. Oh, is that a board game? Terrorist? It is interesting, cool. It's a board game without a board? Then it's just a game, right? Or is there a word for board games that don't have boards? Is this a line of thinking that I really want to explore? Am I just gonna end up like staring into the middle distance for the next hour? Why are we all speaking like Tommy Wiseau? Oh, hi, chat. Plans of Dead Space 3 for funsies. I got my schedule mucked with, so I only have Saturday off this week. Oh, that sucks, Brett. That sucks. Well, yeah, and enjoy it while you can, certainly. I'm gonna go visit my parents tomorrow. I'm very excited about this. We're gonna go a bit earlier, because I'm gonna take you to this place called Phil's Barbecue. I think I told you about this when I came back from that weekend trip I took to San Diego recently. The last day before we came back, we ate at Phil's Barbecue, and it was fucking amazing. I'm gonna take my parents there because they like barbecue. Not to San Diego, but it turns out there's a Phil's Barbecue like 20 minutes from their house. So that's gonna be good. Seen Phil's Barbecue on Cooking Show. It looked amazing. It is amazing. It's so damn good. And incredibly affordable. Like, it's not real expensive either, because it's all shareable sizes. Like, I'm a family of 4. I mean, not me, there's 4 people in my family. We got 1 adult boneless rib plate, and we got 1 kid's boneless rib plate, and we were just able to split it like that, and it was great. We still had food to take home. So good. I didn't have a board. I didn't. Oh, hi, Eva. Game of social deception, bluffing, bribery, and other such things. I won with an unexpected strategy. I was completely honest. Convinced enough people I was lying, they wound up giving me all their money for being right. That's really funny. I know, right, 2-hit? Yeah, it's just, I mean, because the cam cuts off right here, so you can't see my giant Jabba the Hutt-esque girth. Just like expanding out under the desk. Like when it shakes like this, that's just the undulations of my lard. Nobody expects honesty. I used that strategy during a game of Secret Hitler, and it was weirdly effective. Boy, talk about sentences that should never be taken out of context. You need a salacious crumb when games of coup like that. Chat, I know I say this a lot. I know this is practically a cliche around here. But I've really been looking forward to tonight. I'm always excited to start new things. It's a constant with me. Like the very moment that I start a new game, I'm enjoying it, certainly, if it's something I enjoy. But I'm also immediately thinking about the next thing we're gonna play. And that first night, not like Fairy. No. Emphatically no. But yeah, I'm always looking ahead. God damn it, chat. I'm always looking ahead to the next thing. I can't help it. I live in the now. I experience the now. I enjoy the now. But I've always got one eye to the future, because the future is bright indeed, my friend. The future is so bright. And you can see that right here with this lineup we have this evening in the November 1991 issue of Nintendo Power. That's it. Yeah, just remind everybody of the thing that everyone except me wants. I'm gonna start playing the path. I never should have mentioned that either. I just mentioned all the wrong things. I need to stop just brainstorming out loud, because I understand the things that y'all latch onto. And it's really... I need a filter or something. Should we get the Rockapella theme too? It's kind of a shame that, like, I feel like the Carmen Sandiego video games and the Carmen Sandiego TV shows were like completely divested from each other. So you didn't get cool stuff like the Rockapella theme becoming ubiquitous across the games, which would have been great, honestly. But we have quite a lineup. We have quite a lineup to look at tonight. We've got 5 features, starting with the Flintstones. The Super Nintendo feature this month. It's already Final Fantasy II. This issue is this one. The one with the bird rider on it. I don't know who this is supposed to be. Cecil? He's got a shock of blonde hair here, but I don't know, honestly. And you can kind of barely see the Mist Dragon down here. Are bird riders dragons? I guess this is supposed to be the black chocobo, the sickly chocobo. But yeah, I don't actually know who this is supposed to be. Stopless power. But anyway, we have a block of licensed games tonight. Flintstones, Tom and Jerry. I've never played either of these, Flintstones or Tom and Jerry. I'm definitely curious about them. Final Fantasy II is here. I remember as a kid just poring over this feature, just being utterly enraptured by it, because I enjoyed the original Final Fantasy so much. Chocobo has a sad, wistful look in its eye. Black Chocobo, only because he smokes 20 packs of cigarettes again. Outfit looks... Oh, it could be Edward, yeah. Just spends the whole game sick. Yeah. We do finally have a Carmen Sandiego game. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. I forget how many Carmen Sandiego games there were on the NES. I guess I can check the library when we go in to play it. And Ultimate Air Combat, which I feel like somebody requested this from the Pack Watch like 6 months ago or something. That request got cleared out or something. Right? Yeah, I don't see it anymore. So who knows what happened there? But yeah. So those are the NES features. The SNES showcase is Super Tennis, UN Squadron, which is a personal favorite of mine, and Super Baseball Simulator 1000 or 1.000. I don't know. If this is the baseball game I'm thinking of, we might actually try this one. You know me and the bases ball, but this one might be something special. And then on the Game Boy, wow. Chat, are you feeling okay? Nobody's requested this. There's the Game Boy port of Battletoads, if you can believe it. I had forgotten this was a thing that existed. until I saw it in the issue tonight. There's also Game Boy Kid Icarus, Baseball 2000, which is another franchise. Can I call it a franchise? I think there are only 2 games that I nevertheless hold a special place in my heart for. Double Dragon and Bimmy and Jimmy take the Game Boy to school of Hard Knocks with punches. And Word High. No relation to Lodril High? Maybe? I don't know. I haven't asked. Oddish burnt. Bunt? I thought you said can Oddish burnt, and I'm like, I don't know how to answer that. Shanghai with word. Oh, I bet that's what that is. Use letters from your cache to form words for big. Probably. Not that you're aware of? Okay. Curious. Mystery of your name persists. Alright. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's see what we got in here. We, of course, must start with the player's pulse, because if there's one thing people love about video games, it's the stories and notions that gamers have from the early 90s. This month, letters from Game Link Dreamers. Readers came up with some interesting pairings in response to requests for Dream Game Link matches. Ideas range from body slamming the Hulkster, hopefully into a trash can, to joining forces with Link to terminating Arnold. This month's Player's Pulse features some of the ideas. Okay, so who do these people want to play the Game Boy games with? This person wants to play Fortified Zone with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold would probably like shoot 'em ups because there's action roles in the Predator and the Terminator films. I don't think so. Arnold has some very straightforward tastes, and I don't think they're appropriate to print in this magazine. I would like to game Link with Link. I see what they did there. How clever. Fight together and destroy everything we shake a sword at. Okay. But this is before there was a Zelda on the Game Boy, so what the hell game are they talking about? Billy Elliot is wondering what a Nintendo is and why he has to talk to that kid. Celebrities don't game. If I could game Link with a celebrity, it would be Tom Cruise. A great actor. I wonder how good he really is at playing Days of Thunder. I'm sure he'd like to invite you to his church, too. My Game Boy Dream Link would be play one-on-one with Michael Jordan in LJN's NBA All-Star Challenge. That would be oh, and then they write some fan fiction about it. Jordan is in the locker room playing NBA Challenge Relax, and I walk in and ask him to autograph my copy of the game. He says, sure, then how about a couple games? We play 4 quarters of Super Game Boy action. When it's all over, Michael says, next time, Aaron, I'm going to win. My dream game Link would be play Tetris against Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev. I think it'd be fun to study his strategy. Maybe even beat him. Aren't we lucky Glasnost actually happened with notions like this floating around? I play Dance Dance Revolution on Helen Keller. Says sure, steals my game, and then says fuck you, kid. MJ would actually absolutely wreck that kid. Dude, I competitive streak a mile long. This dude wanted to take the NASCAR challenge with Bill Elliott. And then this person wanted to play Bo Jackson's Hit and Run with Bo Jackson. Clever. So this about the contest winner is basically just a breakdown of what happened in the race. It doesn't, like... I guess the kid probably just, like, shook this dude's hand, and that was it. Those are all too way on the nose. Even the kid won once, Jordan wouldn't let it go. My dream game Link would be to play Tetris against Russian President Vladimir Putin. I could send enough trash to his side to the field to win, then spend the rest of my life in hiding, so I could avoid the inevitable beheading to follow. He would behead you. Serve you up a polonium breakfast. Alright, well that was great and exciting. The Flintstones, the rescue of Dino and Hoppy. Yabba dabba doo, chat. The crazy caveman antics of Fred Flintstone's modern Stone Age family are the way the Yeti has the same comic fun that made Flintstones cartoon classic. Fred runs with a fast and funny flurry of feet, smashes zany creatures by swinging a big stone club, and climbs a cliff of bedrock with kooky cartoon flair. A mad scientist from the 30th century is Petnat, Dino, and Hoppy. Now it's up to Fred to piece together the Great Gazoo's time machine and follow the pets into the future. Dude likes defenestration and poisoning. I suppose anything's possible, though. Maybe he reserves beheadings for only people who beat him in late 80s, early 90s console video games. Bad enough to play this one, dumb. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've actually always been kind of curious about this one because it's got a world map, which is, you know, is always cool. With different locations and like side activities to do. The maps actually look pretty cool. Like it doesn't look like just a straight brain dead platformer. It looks like they actually put some thought into this, and there's tons of items and stuff. Clearly the predecessor to Super Mario Bros. 3. Well, yeah, it's based around a time machine, so it makes sense that the predecessor of Super Mario Bros. 3 would come out like a year and change afterwards. That makes sense. That tracks. Yeah, you got special stages where you play basketball. There are only 3 courts and no rematches. And apparently if you win, you get a kangaroo, wings, and scuba gear. The predecessor to massive disappointment. Hey now, who made this game anyway? This is Taito. This could be good. You never know. All the trademark, it's just, yeah, Taito, 1991 Taito Flintstones, registered trademark of Hanna-Barbera Productions, Hanna-Barbera Productions, licensed by Hanna-Barbera Productions, Hanna-Barbera. Flintstones scuba gear is literally just a crab slapped on Frank's face. Wait, then what does he breathe through? What part of the crab do you breathe through, Dredd? Dredd, how do you breathe through a crab? It's so obvious, and yet there's a cave level that looks more like a castle than a cave, if you ask me. Now this is interesting. This is one of the things that actually fascinated me about this game. After you've collected the last piece of the time machine, he sends you into the Jetsons. Like, here's fucking George Jetson down here. It's like that one movie where the Flintstones and the Jetsons met, and I don't remember what happened because it sucked, but the last level of this is in the Jetsons' future, and you fight Count Dorkula, or whoever the hell this guy is. Oh, the insidious Dr. Butler. Holed up in his high-tech laboratory, use Stone Age tools as a scrap of Space Age inventions, and continue your search for Dino and Hoppy. Hijinks? Was this around the time that movie? No, I don't believe so. I believe the movie was mid-90s. Because if I remember correctly, there is a Super Nintendo Flintstones game that is directly inspired by the movie. I think. I think if anything, this one was inspired by the Flintstones Meet the Jetsons movie, which I think was early 90s around this time. You'll have to forgive me. I watched Flintstones when I was a kid, but 1987 for the movie. Okay. Yeah, I'm not real up on Hanna-Barbera lore, to be honest with you. I never really liked their style of cartoons. I watched some Flintstones. I watched some other stuff when it was on TV, but I was much more of a Looney Tunes kid. 87 for the Flintstones Jetsons movie. Okay. So this wouldn't have been timely, but I get the feeling they probably based some of the stuff in this off of that. Like Hanna-Barbera as a kid? You know what bothered me as a kid was the fake laugh track. I really genuinely did not like the fake laugh track that Hanna-Barbera cartoons had. I was like, don't tell me when to laugh, you fuckers. I can figure that out. I can decide when things are funny. How dare you? How dare you? Just like most cartoons. I mean, that's the way to be, honestly. I put that there. Flintstone. There are 2 Flintstones games on the NES, and I forgot about the second one entirely. There's so many cartoons, like the one with the sentient dune buggy. Didn't they also have, like, wasn't Hanna-Barbera like the cartoon company that was just like, they were basically mad libsing their concepts? Like, wasn't there one about a rock band with a shark? Jabberjaw. That is literally what I was just thinking of, Dominic. Fucking Jabberjaw. Laverne and Shirley in the army. Laugh Track made it seem vintage, older, like watching Nick at Night. I tell you what, 2-hit, I think I would probably be more charmed by that now, just because laugh tracks are such a relic of ancient history. But, you know, back in the late 80s, early 90s, like, lots of stuff still had laugh tracks. So many syndicated TV shows had laugh tracks, and I don't know, I just found it annoying. Also one with hipster monsters. Wacky Racers. There's a Wacky Racers game, too. We'll get to that. I am sure. What's this from? Oh, this is from Mario's Missing. I thought this sounded weirdly familiar. Anyway. There we go, my extended family. Da, 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 da. Without Johnny Quest, we'd never adventure. Okay, I legit like Johnny Quest. Johnny Quest was actually pretty enthralling for me, and if we're airing some dirty laundry here, I enjoyed the New Adventures of Johnny Quest in the late 90s. The one with the absolutely god-awful CG animation. Also, that one was really fucking weird because I don't know how to explain this. There were like it had like 2 styles that was, and like, it would like mix back and forth, and I don't really understand why. Like the New Adventures of Johnny Quest, like sometimes the characters would seem just like their original, like Hanna-Barbera versions, just in a newer, more modern setting. But then other times they were like slightly reimagined. Like Race Bannon would have like this like southern accent, and like Johnny would be like older and act a little bit different. And I could never figure out why they did that. And I'll probably never know now, because I think that show was only around for like 1 or 1.5 seasons. Alan Alda fought to keep a laugh track out of most of MASH. Well, God bless him. Wacky Racer cartoons are based off an old movie? I didn't know that, 2-hit. That's interesting. The Herculoids? Big Bang Theory has laugh tracks, and that ended less than a decade ago. It didn't end soon enough. As a young child, the fact that people died in Johnny Quest blew my mind. Dude, so like, I remember I think it was before the New Adventures of Johnny Quest, they actually made a couple Johnny Quest movies in like the early and mid 90s, and I remember those being pretty hardcore. Like, I remember them being pretty fucking seriously. Be pretty fucking serious? Is that a... Okay. No, you know what? I'm owning that one. That's a new thing now. Don't think I ever watched Johnny Quest. I was in the audience for one of the Big Bang Theory episodes. It's not a laugh track. They're in front of a studio audience. We got compensated free pizza? Okay, I guess that makes it worth it. Outside the US, MASH didn't have a laugh track. I don't think... Yeah, I think they actually... Someone was saying they specifically didn't want a laugh track in MASH. Drugged Juice, this is the best Puffin Stuff parody ever. The Flintstones were living peacefully with Gazoo. who came from outer space. Then one day... Holy shit. With bright lights appeared a sinister-looking type. That's the fucking Legion of Doom headquarters. Landed in front of the Flintstones family. Dude, this guy is fucked up. I'm Dr. Butler. I came here from the 30th century to obtain prehistoric pets for the Orbit City Zoo, said the man. That's Hitler. That's just Hitler. He then took Dino and Hoppy away. I totally forgot about Hoppy. At the same time, the man blasted Gazoo's time machine into pieces. Oh, fuck. And sent them all away to various places so that Fred and his company would not be able to Why didn't he just vaporize it? I guess no game then, but that's an awfully convenient beam that just breaks it into like functional chunks and scatters it like Dragon Balls. Quick, call Toe Jam and Earl. Alright, so we gotta rescue the... God, okay. Why does Fred sound like a bird? Oh, I could power up. Boom! Get fucked. Ow! Jesus Christ, man. So you can tap B to hit, or you can charge up and whack them. Comparable animation quality of the Flintstones. I really appreciate that they put the effort into recreating Fred's stupid little hustle. Oh, okay, you can mantle up on shit. Okay. Those enemies make you dinosaur. Ah. Wait, how do you... Okay. Mako. I don't know what that is. Oh, my lord. I want that. I got a 1-up. Hooray. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Fuck your eggs, bird. Murder your children. First season of the show focused mainly on the new aspects, and the second season was pretty... Oh. Interesting. When you pause, Gazoo shows up. The second season was produced by a different team, including a completely different voice cast with the aim of resembling the classic Johnny Quest series a little more closely. Actually, each season was a completely different series. After production problems cropped up with the first series, Hanna-Barbera commissioned an entirely separate show called The New... Oh my god, so it was like 2 different shows. Wow, that explains so much. Spice, thank you so much for solving that mystery from my childhood. I've always been curious about that. Hey, Barney, let's enjoy the smooth taste of Cools. God, I remember those. Those commercials weren't on TV when I was a kid, but I remember seeing them, looking them up on YouTube and just being like, holy shit. Bird, can you get closer there? This game does have ledge grabbing, it does. It's true. Ah! Goddamn, Fred. This game has very scary ledge grabbing. Like, it never feels like it's actually going to work. And you have to hold A to do it. God! Speaking of never working. This is how he ducks. Dude, that's so funny. Looks like they wanted to really show off ledge grab by making every little jump a little too long just to land it. Yeah, it seems like it. At least the edge grab is very generous. Oh my god, this isn't a piece of wood, it's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur that's planking. You stand on its ass and you smack it in the head and it launches you into the sky. Some people will pay good money for that. Flintstones are literally just animated honeymooners. Oh, shit, fuck. What am I supposed to do about this? Oh, I have a special weapon now. Oh, it costs coins to use though. How are you supposed to do this? Do you just like run up and oh my god, I'm back here. It really is just the Castlevaniacs. Wait. He jump on his head? I suppose I could try. Oh shit, I got too close. No, you can't touch it. Oh my god. Lil D, thank you for the follow. In this game, you die. Maybe I should just... Maybe I can just do this. Maybe that's why they give you... I mean, that is... Okay, that is hitting him. This boss music is definitely a choice. I say TM? I want a trademark? The Dark Souls of Flintstones. This is only the first Flintstones game we played, though. There's so much more. There's so much more in store. The music was horrid. Alright, so here we are. Welcome to... Oh my god, he looks so gormless on the world map. That was a powerful tool in the Hanna-Barbera arsenal, the trademark. Ah, time machine, that makes sense. We'll have a match. If you win, I'll give you a prize. But if you lose, you'll have a hard time. Wait, I'm probably supposed to go this way, right? Yeah, okay. Cool, good. Pumps it all night long. Fuck you! What? No! Give me that. Ah! Fucker! Okay, so you need to stand like right here. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool. We got it. Cool, I still have every Nintendo Power magazine. What's up, sounding things out? Isn't Nintendo Power grand? How else would we know about incredible games like the Flintstones? The rescue of Dino and Hoppy otherwise. Wasn't this a platformer? This is a bonus game mode. Where you apparently body check a bald man and then stuff his ball in a bird to get prizes. Drax, I lost. I'll give you what I promised. So I think he gave me a kangaroo. For all the sense that makes. A bunch of Rubbermaid bins in my basement with the magazines as well as things like the you sell the VHS tapes? Dude, sounding things out, that's awesome. I remember the Donkey Kong Country VHS. I wish I had kept that. I mean, I don't know what I would do with it now, but I do wish I had kept it. Alright. So that increases your health? That's interesting. He looks like he's up to no good. Oh yeah. He's got a fucking gun! How did guns work in... Oh, he murdered me. That's a shame. How did guns work in the Flintstone? Was there like a tiny like spitting cobra inside? Where like instead of reloading, they would just like open up the gun and the cobra would look at the camera and go, it's a living. Tiny dinosaur poops really hard. You pull its tail and it spits. Your Donkey Kong Country shirt patch is still unused? Dude. I bet that would actually be worth a pretty penny these days. There was live action. Eva, did you not know about the live act? Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you not know about the live action? Oh, God. Flintstones? That's definitely a thing. 54 years old, I was born just after the Flintstones era. I mean, the thing is, though, Flintstones was on TV for ages. Like, it was still, I don't know if I would say popular when I was a kid, but I certainly watched it. And I mean, apparently they felt the need to make a Flintstones meets the Jetsons movie in 1987. Watched it on Kid as a Boomerang. Watched it as a kid on Boomerang. Ah, now I have a slingshot. How about watch party for some Flintstones live action? We could do that. I've never seen it. I mean, John Goodman and Rick Moranis in the lead roles. I mean, there's got to be some quality to that, right? That is, if nothing else, inspired casting. How did I get? There we go. I was like, how did I get that launch off earlier? And it's something I already have. Oh, bird! Eh. Ah, okay. Oh, God! Bastard! Child Mike does not remember that movie being good, and I like Goodman. You wanna know what's really funny? In... Oh, shit. Oh, I fucked it. Oh, I don't think I can mantle on these... Well, I'm dead. Die, Fred. You don't belong in this world. Child Spicer didn't like it either. Let's see. The next town over from mine. So I live in the South Bay of Los Angeles, right? In one of the cities around here, there was, it's closed up shop now, but there was a, like classic and specialty car dealership. And, they had a couple movie prop cars out in the lot, and easily the most striking out of all of them is they had the Flintstones car that they used in the movie. I was wondering if somebody ended up buying that one. Man, this is not cool. Flintstones doesn't hold a candle. Brady Bunch movie. Oh, you want to know it's a painful experience if we're talking about these like legacy TV shows turned into movies? Fucking Lost in Space. I legitimately, unironically love the old Lost in Space TV series, and that movie was fucking dog shit. I feel like that's a peak example of like trying to 90s-ify something from like the 60s or 70s. Brady Bunch movies were legitimately great. 90s Lost in Space movies, yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. It like I shouldn't be surprised, but it still gets me to this day how they thought it was a good idea to make a Lost in Space movie with literally none of the whimsy of the TV series. We have to oh fuck me. We have to make this like dark, gritty sci-fi. It's incredibly bad. I love the live-action Scooby-Doo film. Live-action Scooby-Doo film had a really good cast, though. It had, like, the perfect cast for that era. But Spider Gary Oldman, you fucking went out of your way to get Gary Oldman to play Dr. Smith, and you turned him into a fucking spider. Like... And wasn't like Spider Gary Oldman, like, not actually the villain either? Like, human Gary Oldman was the villain, and then Spider Gary Oldman was from the future, and came back from the future with... Oh, I'm fucked. Oh god, get up. And he came back from the future with grown-up Kid Robinson to stop Human Smith, and then... Well, I'm dead. You just fucking unlocked memories I had forgotten. Will Robinson, that's the name. Danger, Will Robinson. Oh god, am I dead? No, I'm not dead. Isn't it funny how much better the short TV series was in the 90s Lost in Space? Dude, I would watch OG TV series Lost in Space right now and love the hell out of it. That show was so entertaining. I don't remember the name of the actor they had playing Dr. Smith in the TV series, but my god, he was priceless. He was so good. How long before we get a movie adaptation of Married with Children? I think they would try to remake Married with Children. I think they would try to modernize Married with Children. And would just absolutely fucking lose everything that was unique and interesting about it. I don't think you can do a modern Married with Children. In any capacity. Ed O'Neill tapped me out in jiu-jitsu. Ah, that's awesome. Hey, it's Wilma. Wilma! Fred, I missed you so much. I wonder if Dino and Hoppy are safe. No, they're fucked, dude. They're gone. That guy is in my way and won't let me pass. I'm sure he works for Dr. Butler and has some parts of the time machine. Here, take my stone axe. Murder him with it. Kill, Fred. Kill for your wife. Beware, Fred. Beware the Ides of Bedrock. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wilma was right. He must be destroyed. Okay, these stone axes... Uh-oh. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck up the system. Fred! Fred, you fucked it. Fred, you fucked it. That's Rasputin. Well, I made him explode. And now he landed on his hair. I can't think of a Lost in Space movie without thinking of the old Nostalgia Critic before he knew Doug was an asshole. I have never watched Nostalgia Critic, but I did watch a breakdown of, he tried to do some narrative series called, like, was it, like, Demo Reel or something? Oh, Wilma has joined the party. And yeah, that is all I ever need to hear out of that guy. It's fine, it's the Stone Age murders of proving your strength and right to be a leader. Tried to do his own movie and apparently turned into some big instance of him just telling on himself. Let's play more basketball. We'll have a match. If you win, you get some... Hey, I just realized I have no idea what I won from that first guy or how to use it. Oh, you fucker. Eat Flintstone ass! Eat it! Oh, you fuck. Basketball was excellent at the time. I remember enjoying that back when I was still in my, like, South Park phase. My tastes have definitely changed since then. Ah! I just passed the ball to myself. I feel like I'm missing some nuance about this. Ugh. I will murder you! Yeah, this one's not going so hot. Okay, I got 9 seconds to turn this around. I got this. No problem. Oh my god. The fucking bird basket is rejecting everything I'm doing. And this guy somehow fucking co-locates through me when I try to ass smash him. Unsolved Mysteries guy cameo made me laugh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that part. That was really funny. So apparently... Dude, the magazine said you only get one shot at this. That's totally not true. You can try this as many times as you want. Wow, Nintendo Power lied. Flintstones died. Can you... Thank you. Fucking slam jam that motherfucker. Come on and slam. Welcome to the jam. Kill you! I'm turning this into arch rivals. Fuck this guy. Oh, I think I can actually dunk it. Oh! Piece of shit! Cro-Magnon fuck! Alright, I got you. Okay, I got this. Oh, damn it! Oh! I should just fucking stun lock him for the rest of this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stun lock this piece of shit. 13 seconds. I can do this. Yeah. I like it! How you like it? Drats! Ashen, AVJ and Ashen's the only Stone Age of YouTubers I still watch focused on weird reviews. I really like Ashen. Ashen's has this quintessential charm about what he does that really never gets old. I found about Ashen's last... I found about Ashen's like a couple years ago. And dude, his shit is still good. I just love that he's still, like, he still just uses the same format. Just on that gross-ass couch of his. Like, camera nestled under his chin. Just fiddling with shit he got at Poundland. And you know what? It works. So many YouTubers fall off because they don't know how to modernize their shit. And then there's Ashen. Every week. Just got some new garbage on his sofa, and he's looking at it, and it's still gold. Couch is covered with grime with $1,000 of cheap chow. Cheap and also ancient. Oh god. Oh god, now I'm remembering some of those videos he did where, like, people would send him food that they just found, like, in their nana's closet. And he's like, I'll fucking eat this. Why not? Ashes just makes comfy videos. This stuff actually holds up really well. It really does. It really wells. It really wells. It certainly is. And I think it's the earnesty with which he approaches things. Modernizing was done with the movies he made. Yeah, he seems to have done it right. He kept his core content like in the same ballpark that helped him come up, but he branched out from that with other kinds of content. You stop doing the old fooding. I suppose at some point you just gotta like cut shit out, right? You just realize you've reached a very dangerous line. Poundland. Probably not the kind of Poundland you're thinking sounding. Favorite videos of his, the old tech reviews of stuff he grew up with, like the joystick showcase. Yeah. Hearing him talk about old video games is really, really fascinating stuff, because he really deep dives into that, you know? It's fun to hear him break down, you know, just useless junk or, like, weird off-brand action figures or whatnot, But when he's like really, really knowledgeable about something, I think that's when he's the most interesting. It's obvious he remembers growing up with all this stuff and he has genuine... Yeah, that genuine passion is so important. Listen to some of Ashen's Norwich Game Festival talks. They're great. I'll have to look those up, Eva. I don't think I've heard any of those. They're really good talk about Hellraiser. Fred, I'm freezing. I saw some parts of Kazoo's time machine thrown over there. I found a few myself, but with Mammoth in my way, I couldn't reach the important one. I wonder what happened to Dino and Hoppy. They were taken to the future and probably ground up to make, like, dinosaur sushi for 30th century dickheads. Inflatable fucking gold fucking crabs. I remember that. I remember that episode. Oh god, when he was still doing the loot crate shit. Oh my god. No, Fred! Okay, I'm not a fan of these Easter Island looking motherfuckers. Oh! Sorry. Didn't mean to shout like I was being murdered. I just didn't expect that to happen. Was anyone else pissed off when they cast Rosie O'Donnell as Betty? Like, what the fuck? I'll level with you. I've never really known enough about Rosie O'Donnell to have much of an opinion on her. Like, I feel... Like, it's always seemed to me like people have been, like, really, really unkind to Rosie O'Donnell, and I'm not entirely sure why. Is this actually what you're supposed to... No, you can't... Wait, what the fuck are you supposed to do here? Could have been worse, could have been Roseanne. Okay, I do know something about Roseanne, and I know... Okay, you're supposed to walk off. Oh, God. Oh, you can't jump for that part. There's just no jumping allowed. Everything is just walk-offs. That sucks. Curious, does your wife ever say were you being stabbed while streaming or something? No. No, my wife doesn't question it. My kids do, though. My kids do. My older daughter likes to chide me for all the bad words she hears me saying. And I'm terrified of the day where my younger daughter is just gonna, like... Is just gonna, like, pop out the F word or something because she heard me during a stream, and I'm gonna be in so much trouble. Alright, I think that's enough. I think that's enough Flintstones. I'm satisfied with our Stone Age adventures. I'm ready to move on. Daddy, who's Furion? Why do you tell him to shut up constantly? There's a YouTuber called Dr. Wolfula who does some really good horror movie reviews. You know what? I would be down for that. A couple months ago, I found a channel called Dead Meat, which does these features called Kill Counts, where they go through horror movies, and like technically the point of the video is to break down all the kills in it, but it ends up being more of like a synopsis and sort of a light review of the film, and they're really, really good. But the dude is on hiatus right now, so they come out really infrequently. So I feel like I should probably find another channel that does like horror movie reviews. I might check that out. I like scaredy cats for horror reviews. Reading a Wikipedia article on the Magic Knight Rayo Sega Saturn game, and I feel bad for Rayer. Virtual Hide-Light. Very anything to Hide-Light. Synopsis and light review meets behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah, Dead Meat is great. I love the kill counts because I dislike horror movies, so they're an excellent way of experiencing the movie without scaring myself. Yes, exactly. I tend, like, you know, I'm busy enough that I don't have a whole lot of time to watch entire films. but I like a lot of I like a lot of the concepts that get explored in horror movies. So I get some of that from watching stuff like Dead Meat. I also watched Final Destination 3 earlier and forgotten how insufferable that one was. Nestor's Adventure. Vote for Nestor for President of Earth. So I guess this one is F-Zero based. Remember, absolutely no crashing. These aren't bumper cars. And then Nestor's just like a huge dick to everybody. And then Pico shows up, and Nestor's flying around in the Blue Falcon. And whatever. I miss Howard. Bring Howard back. God damn it. Love horror games, but I hate horror movies. That's an interesting dichotomy. Is it the sense of control that helps? I haven't seen a single horror movie that was actually scary. I mean, horror hits different for everyone, you know? What's absolutely mind-bendingly, ruinously horrible for one person is going to be yawn-inducing for somebody else. That's just the nature of it. Love horror movies. I'm almost never scared by them. They can be tense, but not scary. Horror movies tend to get me really good because I get really, really invested in whatever I'm watching. Like, even if it's not very good, like, I still get, like, I think I have a very, what would you call it? Strong suspension of disbelief. Like, even if I'm watching like a garbage movie, I can get into, like, I can get into the world of it. Movie called The Prophecy, which has Christopher Walken as the Archangel Gabriel. Jesus, Camp should count as a horror movie. Used to be more into horror movies when I was a kid. I don't really feel like it as much anymore in most cases. I love that movie. Refuse to watch modern horror movies, the older ones which don't have the jump scares. I definitely prefer like atmospheric horror movies. I've seen a couple Japanese horror movies that I really, really love, and if I was gonna do anything, I would explore a lot more like Asian horror because I think it's more my speed. Oh, you just streamed Prophecy. It's your childhood movie. Prime example for me was in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. A girl's lifting weights. Freya really fucks up her arms. And it bugs me to this day. I feel awful. Yeah. There's always something. There's always something in horror movies that just like it clicks, right? It hits this one particular part of your brain where it's like that is like the worst thing imaginable. I don't know how many of y'all saw the Dawn of the Dead remake in the that was early aughts, right? I enjoyed that movie. There's spoilers for a movie that if you haven't seen by now, you're probably never gonna see. There's a sequence where they leave the mall and they've customized these two vans, right? They've like armored them. They put spikes on them. They put these slots down the side of it that you can stick a chainsaw out of, which you know is super cool, right? And I just remember Zack Snyder's one bearable movie. Yes, exactly. And I remember they're driving these vans and they're trying to get this port, and one of the vans, like the zombies are starting to like swarm onto it. They're starting to get on it, and this one guy, this older guy, he gets the chainsaw and he revs it up because he's gonna like clear the zombies off the one side, and right when he does that, the van hits this like, I don't know, they run over something and it's this huge bump, and the guy stumbles, and he stumbles with the chainsaw into this really hot lady and just like chainsaws her in half. And that's still like one of the worst things I've ever seen, just because it's so like it's so deeply unfortunate. I feel like that's such an understatement, but like that's the core of it. That's what's so horrible about it, you know? Tons of people die in that movie in all sorts of horrible ways, but I just feel so horrible for that one poor woman who didn't do anything wrong. She was just there, and this motherfucker stumbles into her with a revved up chainsaw. It was that Dawn of the Dead where I was like, man, this guy's such an idiot, such an asshole. Why the fuck do we hide the fact that he's turning into a zombie? What's wrong with him? Remember the Dawn of the Dead remake being a bit less insufferable for me than the usual Snyder films, missing the edge of the original. The original has some satirical bits that feel like it got filed down. Yeah. I feel like Zack Snyder's movie making is just like quintessentially missing the point. Like whatever he makes, just it completely misses the point of the source material in favor of just like what he thinks is badass looking. Original Night of the Living Dead was, oh yeah, for sure. I don't like many horror movies. There's one that sticks with me because it's absolutely disgusting. It's so awesome. I've heard so many people talk up Slither. I would actually like check that one out. Definitely better dialogue. Romero was never super strong at writing conversation. Think about the guy who got his arm compound fractured in 1980s, The Fly. Apparently did get the Flash down well in his Justice League. Yeah, I heard that was a popular character. Love Return of the Living Dead. Oh, dude, yeah, Return of the Living Dead is a classic. On so many levels, too. It's such an incredibly entertaining movie. And some of the special effects. Like, dude. I mean, I don't even need to mention the Tar Man, do I? Like, that is one of the most amazing special effects I've ever seen in a movie. It's so good. Like, gifs of that thing, like, freak me the hell out. Jacob's Ladder is your favorite horror movie, followed by Solaris. Slither, both the Blob movies, Evil Dead 2, The Ping, Pet Cemetery, The Shining. Wouldn't mind that about Snyder if he acted like that. Michael Bay knows he's making dumb action flicks that look cool. Snyder seems convinced he's the most deep director ever. Evil Dead 2. What are my favorite horror movies? Now that you've mentioned it. Shining is definitely one of them. I really like The Shining. Wreck. The original Spanish Wreck is way up there. I love that movie. That was probably like the scariest movie I've ever seen. Alien is yours. Favorite slasher movies, Aliens? Yeah, Wreck is fantastic. Man, I only saw the original Wreck. I never saw the American remake, and I never saw any of the sequels. I watched I watched the Dead Meat episodes on the Wreck sequels, and I was just like, what? Like the second one makes sense, I guess, because they pick up right where the first one leaves off. But the third and fourth ones are just like, what? Dark Water, the original. I've never seen the original Japanese one. I've seen the American one, and I liked it. I'm also incredibly partial to Jennifer Connelly. But yeah, I should see the Japanese one. Haunting 1963, Perfect Blue. Ooh, Perfect Blue. Perfect Blue. 28 Days Later is an interesting take. Wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I like 28 Days Later a lot. Dark Water took me way off guard due to how genuinely emotional it was. The trailer for the American Wreck is exactly... Yeah, I heard about that. That they copied it like shot for shot, and I was like, I don't know about that. Yeah, Wreck 3 is The Wedding. 4 was the jetliner, I think. Changeling's pretty great. Was a movie that terrified me as a kid I want to watch. Cat's Eye. I only know one thing called Cat's Eye, and it's like a early 80s anime about lady cat burglars. So, pretty sure we're talking about two different things here. Does a great job portraying the maternal love between the main character and a kid and makes the horror work really well. Yeah, when you get those emotional connections, that's when you're like, that really amps up the horror, because then you feel really shitty if something happens to the characters. Dark Water isn't really scary. It's such an effective supernatural drama. I've heard, what is it? Lake Mungo is like that. It's a very, very effective horror movie because there's not a whole lot of overt horror to it, but there's like so much emotion and so much atmosphere to it. I've always wanted to watch that one. I've never seen that one, and I haven't been spoiled on what happens in it either. So I really need to check that out at some point. American horror film called House, which is pretty fucking funny. What was a Stephen King thing about this little gremlin that steals the little girl's air from her lungs as she sleeps? Wow. Fly is a horror movie that works because it's so character-driven. Story is ultra fucked. Yeah, I really should. There are going to be more games coming up in the magazine that are based off of horror movies. It didn't end with Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't think they made any more of those. Like, I don't remember Super Nintendo versions of either of those. But there were some movie tie-in Super Nintendo games based on certain horror films, if I remember correctly. Original Dark Water is generally really subtle about its atmosphere. The remake, I wouldn't call the remake subtle, but I would say the remake was more subtle than a lot of contemporary American horror at the time. The slave one says a freaking 1.5 feet tall on stand. Dude, that sounds nice. I bet the detail is pretty incredible on it, too. Modern Lego sets are incredibly detailed. As far as bad horror movies, Willy's Wonderland is up there for me. It's awful in the best. Oh, that's the one with Nicolas Cage where he doesn't say anything and he beats the shit out of totally not Freddy Fazbear. Yeah, Bacon, please take some pics and post them up in Discord. Night of the Triffids is better than I was expecting. Night of the Triffids. Wasn't that a radio drama? Anyway, chat, I hope you'll forgive me if I continue with the magazine. I am enjoying this conversation, but I know there's some more stuff in here that we need to get to. More games in here that must be experienced. Forgot about the Nick Cage film. A third good and the rest awful. Super Mario World. Tricks for getting 1-ups. Bonus at the exit gate. Romstar Magic Dark. I remember this game where you play as a robot or a monkey. So these were, okay, this is where they break down the special throws that people have, like the robot reaching all the way to the board, a monkey throwing over his back. A Rockin' Cats tip. Man, it feels like a long time since last played Rockin' Cats. What's the horror movie in space with Sam Neill? Event Horizon. Basically, Doom 3, that Doom guy. Event Horizon. It's a real shame that Not a Roguelike isn't here. Because I saw Event Horizon when I was in college, and I was like, man, this movie is sick. I love this movie. This is great. And then I didn't watch it again for years and years and years. And when I was living in Japan, we would do movie nights. We would do horror movie nights. I saw a whole lot of horror movies. That's where I saw Rec. Was doing horror movie nights, Not a Roguelike, and our other friend. And I remember it was me, and it was him, and it was one of my roommates. And we were sitting around, and we're like, we need to get a movie. What should we watch tonight? I was like, oh my god, Event Horizon. Have you all seen Event Horizon? And they were like, no, I heard that movie sucked. And I was like, no, dude, it's amazing. It is so good. We have to watch Event Horizon. They're like, okay. So we went and got Event Horizon, and we came back, and we watched it. And they were both like, I am never trusting you on movies ever again. It did not age well. It was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining. But yeah, I way oversold it to them so bad. Still, totally worth watching just for some of the comedic beats in it. Because y'all were saying, yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving is one of the best lines in any horror movie ever. It's so funny. Wish the original cut of Event Horizon was destroyed. Psycho, I've heard of Psycho Gore, man. Like my horror movies best when I feel emotionally engaged and everything's happening. OG Haunting did that weirdly well. Oh, Pilot Wings. Yeah, we actually haven't played Pilot Wings. When it got requested before, I couldn't play it because I was missing some essential files from my FX pack. We can do it now. James at AVGN was rewatching it for a review series. They got to the point where people are being tortured in very fast cuts. He was home alone. His wife and daughter come home. He paused on something being mutilated. Ah! Oh, that's hilarious. You're right. A lot of what made the OG Haunting so scary is there's a case we made that's either a haunted house film about ghosts or a psychological drama about a group of people slowly going insane, being driven apart until it goes tragic with nothing supernatural. That sounds good. Another terrible horror film. I remember watching The Cell. The Cell has some amazing cinematography in it. The Cell has some truly amazing scenes that are in service of a really mediocre movie. Psycho Gorman's really, really good. What hype movie I never watched? Donnie Darko. Me neither. Me neither. I had friends that would talk that film up one side and down the other in college, and I never watched it. Never watched it. And at this point, it's one of those things where I'm like, would it be worth watching it? Like, it always occurred to me as such like a quintessentially like college kid movie. Only watched the original cut. The director's cut of Donnie Darko fucks it all up. Never watched Donnie Darko. I did watch the Butterfly Effect. Wasn't that the Ashton Kutcher one? Is that what I'm thinking of? Where he can like... How does that one work? He can like go back in time or something? Or like he can influence his alternate... Or I don't fucking know. I don't even know why I'm guessing. Butterfly Effect director cuz fucking stupid. You know what's worth watching? Hudson Hawk. I never watched it. Actually, I'll stream it after Fair. I love Hudson Hawk. I know Hudson Hawk is terrible, but I love it. I can't help it. All right. All right, this should work now. You know I've never played this game. Hudson Hawk is a very fun movie. It's a terrible movie. It is a garbage movie, but it is delicious garbage. Butterfly Effect, you can go back in time by remembering key events. Okay. Director's cut ending of Butterfly Effect and watching his birth and turning into the fetus is strike. Oh my god! Are you for real? Are you for real? Okay, this looks rad. Let's do this. There's a movie that the dude who played Harry Potter was in about some killer ghost. I liked it about... Oh, yeah, Lady in Black. Let's begin. You ever dream of flying? The Flight Club offers a variety of aerial sports to thrill and challenge you. Dare to take the first step and earn your license. Hi, I am Tony, and I'll be your instructor for Area 1. Our lessons will cover a few basics: landing an airplane and skydiving for accuracy. Okay, complete 2 objectives. 420 or more to pass. Okay. Light plane. Shoo. Also, when he changes things in the past, he gives himself brain damage by basically pushing a life's worth of new memories into his head. Oh, so is he like a vegetable by the end of it? I love Pilot Wings. It's so fucking hard. I don't think I've beaten the expert mode without save states. Alright, nose down, nose up. A is speed up, B is speed down. I can do that. Start the game. It's supposed to be... It's supposed to be lower. You thinking about watching Duel again? Ah, here we go. Okay. Okay. I remember watching Duel on TV and just being enthralled by it. It's such a neat concept for a movie. Accuracy. Wow, I got 97 points. Holy shit. Even this guy's surprised. I guess I missed a couple green dots. All right, I need 23 points to qualify. You're almost certified. Let's continue. Skydiving. Can you fall out of a plane and not die? Maneuver through the 3 rings. What are my maneuvers? Okay. This is kind of cool. Just take you up in a helicopter and drop you. Other portraits that react to how you do. Oh! Oh no, oh shit. Oh my god, okay. I don't know how anything works. Rate of descent. Well, what do you want me to do about it? I opened a parachute. What the fuck do you want? How am I supposed to slow it down? God. I went splat. Now you're using good judgment. Fatality. I missed all the rings and I missed all the speed, but my accuracy was good. Congratulations, you are now certified. This document certifies you have earned an international A-class license to fly. Your license number is your password. Cool. My name is Shirley, and your next lesson will feature the rocket belt. In flight, to shift to an overhead view, press the L and R button. Okay. There was a Pilotwings 64, right? Alright, 3 objectives. What do we got? It's rocket belt. You angle yourself to turn your body into the brake. Okay. Maneuvers. Jets forward, jets back, fast jets, slow jets. Okay. Now, Rocket Man. Your knees are blown out and you didn't hit any rings, but you did land in the 70s, so congrats. You cratered extremely accurately. N64 launch tail. Oh, okay, we're going. Oh, this is cool. This is, wow, this is really cool. Fuck. Oh my god, like the physics on this are kind of crazy. Ten out of 10 Rocketeer remake. Fuck. It's better than Superman 6. Isn't everything better than Superman 64? Ring pass. Land now. Boom! Look at that shit. Faria, Ephemeral Fantasia, Faria. Perfect score! How about that? She's like, holy fuck. I never expected you to do so well. Expect the unexpected, lady. Great work. Keep it up. Continue. Alright, what are we doing in the light plane this time? Do I get to fly a heavy plane? Like a C-130 or something? Fly through 3 rings, land on either the right or left runway ahead. Okay. Her eyes were like inverted Brock eyes. I know Aj won't get to the final level. I kind of hope he does because this game goes from 1 to like a billion. Oh shit, I missed it. Nope, we're going back. We gotta go back. Actually, that's probably not good. Rate of descent too great. It's okay, I pulled out of it. Where are we going? Well, there's a ring. Let's get that one. Alright, where are the other ones? I'm not landing now, fucker. I'm finding those other rings. Maybe they don't exist anymore. I don't think they exist anymore. Can I restart this? Actually, I guess it's just... Oh, fuck it. The rings aren't even worth that much. Oh yeah, I can just hit retry after, that's right. Oh, it's fine, shut up. I told you to be fine. God. Still not as hard as the GTA 5 flying missions. God, I still remember the San Andreas flying missions. Sudden control changes will cause loss of balance. You can still do it. Let me retry. Flight area 2? Yeah. Oh no, oh god, retry resets the entire thing. That sucks. Alright, well let's do the light plane first then. Rocket Bell's not so bad, so. It kind of sucks that you have to like dive immediately to hit the ring. Okay, so this is all one stage. Alright, I get it. I see how it is. There we go. Easy peasy. Really used to the vehicle mechanics of GTA 5 never bothered you too much? I'll admit it, your skill is improving. Now I just want to play Afterburner. Afterburner was a lot of fun. Great work, keep it up. Alright. Skydiving. Fall out of something onto something. 5 rings, target area, got it. Call you Maverick or Iceman. This is really high up. Huh. Sound design in this game is really good too. Oh, fuck, shit, ah! Oh, this is bad. Oh god, I fucked it. I fucked everything. I don't understand how to arrest my rate of descent. Like, I am pushing all the buttons. I got 73 points. That's enough. I need... how many more? I need 65. I got a perfect score last time. NBD. You're having fun, and that's what's important in skydiving. I like the rocket belt a lot. Rocket belt is fucking neat. Pretty sure the down arrow slows you down. I'll try just mashing that one next time. We'll see what happens. Wow. Chat, I have a question for you. A kind of difficult one. How would you describe the feel of this game? Because I feel like this is one of the things that Nintendo does. Oh, shit. I feel like this is one of the things that Nintendo does particularly well, is games that feel like this. Like this, like the Pilot Wings games, the Wii Sports games. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's got this like it's presenting you with a very like a sort of like grounded, realistic, and technical challenge, but everything surrounding it is very pleasant. It's a very inviting game, even if it's asking you to do like technically complex and difficult things. And I feel like Nintendo has absolutely mastered that. Like they can make games where they ask you to land like a 747 instruments only, and you'll feel great about it, you know? It's a very specific feeling to like first-party Nintendo games, and I don't really know how to explain it. It's got a good feeling. Yes, the momentum in this is definitely a big part of it. Never expected me to do so well. Congrats! You're becoming very good. Because it basically uses visual and sound language of a tutorial that's a mission-based regular gameplay. B-class license, cool. Hi there, Chief. Instructor Lance here. Now we'll try flying the hang glider. One thing to remember after completing your objective: land. B for booty. 3 objectives. Because it's like you feel assuaged, but you're being challenged at the same time. Yeah. All right, hang glider. Do it. Ride thermal current to altitude of 500 feet, then land on the target. Okay. So A is quick turn. Okay. The mission you got hung up on as a kid originally? Take me away. Woohoo! Alright, they want to... wait, where do they want me to land? Whoa, okay. I think I just hit another thermal. Oh, Lord. Plant that dart like a real man. Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Okay, we got this, we got... Oh shit. Hold up. Watch altitude! Well, I landed, but in the wrong spot. 60, okay. I basically beefed it on accuracy. I need 160 to qualify. That's rough, but there's a rocket belt event, so maybe I can handle that. Light plane. Take off, fly through rings over the course, then land on the runway. Okay. Oh, right, we have to take off this time. Yeah, I never played Pilotwings 64, but I put a lot of time into the jet skiing game that came out around the N64's release. What was that? What was that called? Wave Race 64. Oh, I love that game. I loved Wave Race so much. Yeah, I never played any of the other ones, but yeah, Wave Race was my shit. I'm kind of weird like that. I'm not much of a sports game guy, but every once in a while there'll be a game, there'll be like a sports or racing game that I just super click with, like SSX. And yeah, Wave Race 64 was one of those. I fucking love that game. I never played Hydro Thunder. I never played any of the other jet skiing water racing game. Only Wave Race. But I got obsessed with it. I think I did everything in it, if I remember correctly. Non-NASCAR racing games tend to be fun. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. Come on. Slow down. Oh, God. Okay, come on. Gotta not oversteer this shit. Oh, shit. Pull up. Fuck. Pull up. Oh, my God. I can't believe I got that. Holy fuck, dude. Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure all we did is just go in a big loop. But this game feels so technical that, like, that was, like, an actual accomplishment. Okay, there we go. Woo! Flying below deck Maverick. Got really into the dirt games for a while. I heard those were really fun. Tony Hawk's the best sport game, mechanically, in my opinion. It gets very arcadey, but I mean, arcadey can be very fun. All right. I did crap on time. How did I miss out on accuracy? You're barely making it. Want to give up? Fuck you, Lance. All right, I need 87 points. I got this. Why is he winking at us? He's negging us. Touch the 3 green bar-shaped beams. Land on target over the water. Okay. Burnout 3 is one of my all-time favorite games. I love Burnout 3. In the pipe, 5x5. Green. Oh my God, are you for real? Okay, bar pass, good. Okay, there's the next one. So they're making it, so this time they're making it more precise. Precision is the key here. So I am in big trouble. Oh shit, look at that. Dead on. Yes! Land now. Land where exactly? Oh, holy shit, really? Okay. Okay, take that. Pixado, thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? Oh, I missed it by like 7 points. No. I'm so sorry, I cannot certify. Well, you could. It's entirely up to you, bro. This is what you've chosen. The vocals of the song sound like a frog with hiccups. I can have Dirt call you all sorts of stupid names. My favorite is Donut. Best sim of all time is the movies because it's an accurate, non-consuming time management sim. Yeah. Oh, movies. You must be recalling my the movies rant from a while back. All right, well, our pilot winging days are over. Been a while for you, Fixato. I've never played this game before. This is my first time ever playing this. So no, I think I did okay for a first attempt at it. However, we have other games on our docket to play. And one of them is... Get back out of here. Rally racing is kind of the major motorsport where I live, so I've seen a little bit. 2 Point Hospital is a great sim game, yeah. Which fish aquarium game did you really like? Megaquarium. Megaquarium's the good one. Come on. Monitor. Post the password for the final level. It's hilariously out of nowhere. I'll check it out another time. Hang on, I gotta unfuck my monitor real quick. Oh, this is gonna. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Rumble. My main monitor is too fancy for its own good. All right, hang on a sec. Gotta redo some. I gotta look at what I'm supposed to be doing in the magazine anyway. Oh God, why? Don't. Rearranges everything because it suddenly forgets I have 2 monitors. You come over here and go. There you are. There you are. Get your ass back. Get your ass to Mars. So we're gonna play. We're gonna Final Fight another try. What is this? L. Start. Hold the L button, press start. Okay, I can do that. Simple enough. Hang on one sec, chat. I will get caught up with you in a minute. I just need to get going on Final Fight. As is requested. You really being like this tonight, system? On. Seaman is a horror game. Crazy, you ever played Sim Tower, Ute Tower? I did, yeah. Sim Tower is okay. Ute Tower is fantastic. Ute Tower is a very necessary refinement of the concept. But honestly, Project High Rise has them both beat. Project High Rise is the one you want to play. I played the Pyraplex. This. Yeah, here we go. Option mode. Why is there a difficulty A and a difficulty B? Extra joy? What if I set this like baby mode? Nine players and I don't know what extra joy is, but we're doing it. I mean, yeah, extra joy certainly sounds good. Kairosoft game about running a mall in a pyramid. My system's... No, wait, what? Okay, I guess we're doing it. It'd be really funny to me if, like, lowering the difficulty all the way down just got rid of the enemies. Like, there just weren't any enemies anymore. Suck it, Simons. Walton Simons. Oh my god, JC. Yep. Oh, meats. Delicious, flavorful meats. There we go. Hit seemed to take off a lot less health. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whoa, well, that one didn't. Jesus. Fucking Axel. Personally, Codus of the enemies never attacked, only moved around. I remember somebody made a mod for like Day of Defeat or something. It was like armistice mode, where basically they modded all the guns out of the game, so all you could do is just run around on the battlefield. That was it. Simons does not know when to quit. Fist you! Even in baby mode, I'm about to die. Good job, idiot. I feel like I do more damage, too. I certainly haven't played this game enough to know for sure, but it does feel like all these dudes are going down really fast. Maybe that's what difficulty A and difficulty B is. Maybe one difficulty is for the amount of damage that I take, and the other difficulty is for the amount of damage that enemies take. Oh, full meats. Give me the full meats. For sure doing a ton of damage? Yeah, it seemed like it. Remember Elden Ring is gonna get the gun game mod where your weapon changes every time you kill something, reverts a step if you take damage. That wouldn't surprise me. Oh, shit. It's Macho Man Randy Thrasher. Ow! Yard! You're laughing, you fuck. What the fuck? Eat shit, Thrasher. Oh, guy with fucking firebomb. Fucker. What the shit? Smack. Round clear. Final was terrible with stun locking. Yeah, it does feel like there are situations where the computer can just be like, yep, you're gonna die now. You have had your fun, you will now eat shit. I mean, this is originally a coin-op game, right? So, I guess it comes with the comes with the territory. Originally designed to take your money. You can power out combos with the super, yeah. I should have done that when the boss was fucking me up. Sailor Moon side scrollers are a bit like that too. How many Sailor Moon games are there? I know of a side-scrolling beat 'em up and I know of an RPG. How many more do y'all know of? Not enough. Good answer. Good answer. No, 5. Sailor Moon fighting game is top tier. What system is it on? If it's on Super Nintendo, any Sailor Moon game that's on Super Nintendo or Game Boy, I should have access to. Done by ArcSys for the SNES? I'm gonna level with you. I did not realize ArcSys existed in the SNES days. And pizza. I just realized that's a pizza and not some weird looking dessert cookie or something. Puzzle Battler on SNES? NES DBZ card-based RPG? Goddamn, it's cool. Run into my fist! Sailor Moon S? I'm curious now. Developed by ArcSys in 1994. Some of these did come out in the States, right? I don't think Nintendo Power ever did a full feature on them. But around that period, 94, 95, they were doing like brief look sections. I think they call them Take Two reviews. And I feel like there was a Sailor Moon one in there. Andore, can you just... I just noticed the time is stuck at 69. Now it's 68. Does the time only go down when I kill somebody? Don't remember any US Sailor Moon games? I feel like I saw one. I could be wrong. Chad, I know it's a strange, uncommon, and nerve-wracking experience to think I might be wrong about something, but it's possible I'm wrong about this. Could we request any of the Sailor Moon games? I should probably give y'all a night to request imports and stuff again sometime soon. See a Sailor Moon beat 'em up before, I'm not sure if it was a US release. Oh god. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's the stuff. We'll request Tokyo Memorial now that it's translated. NES Ranma fighting games. Now those I know came out in the US. I remember that feature. That was like the first place I had ever heard of Ranma 1/2. Just can find true love. Can true love blossom on Twitch TV? Pixado, thank you so much for the follow. Weird ex-Mormon friend fucking loved Ranma. So, I know I've talked about this before. I've read some of Ranma, and I basically stopped when the gimmicks started getting old. I've read another one of that author's works. It's called Meisani Koku. and it's a slice of life romance manga about this guy and his landlord in this little apartment complex. And I fucking love that one because it ends. I feel like the big problem with that author's works is they don't fucking end. And Meisani Koku ends, like, it literally ends right when the gimmick is starting to get old. And so I read that, and it was a complete story, and it was great, and I loved it. And then I tried reading Ranma 1/2, and it blew straight past that point. It just never ended. Alright, let's see if this guy is as much of a dickhead this time as he was before. Yeah, pretty much. That charge, man. What the fuck? He just didn't feel like getting hit that day? I want to like this game, but like, the boss fights in particular just feel like they're out of my hands. Like, I feel like this dude has iframes that I'm just not allowed to know about. Fucker. Okay, well, I beat him. Blah. You say this and yet you read Run. This stuff changes in One Piece. New and exciting things happen in One Piece. One Piece has like 7,000 characters. Because there's always something new and interesting. Oh, I get to murder a car? Break car? Game redeemed. Fuck you, car. Do any of you watch the Something About series on YouTube? They do really funny animations. Like it's something about like Super Mario, something about Donkey Kong, something about Pokemon. One of their most recent ones is something about Street Fighter, and it's so fucking funny. Because the car.
Oh my god.
Ramen just keeps on doing roughly the same thing in different situations. Mayor, I don't think this will help your re-election campaign. Don't worry, Justin Brett, all these people are Republicans. It's fine. Oh my god. It's like he's literally saying, oh my god, yet he worships his car. In the original card, he says, oh my god, I'm not sure that audio is... Oh! Well, wow, that explains a lot. Ow. Domestic terrorists, of course they're Republicans. Yeah, that's the shit right there. It's Andres the Giant. Mayor, the Mad Gear Gang is taking all the baby formula. Oh, fuck your club door. Ah, I was itchy. I had to let off the punch button for a second. No! My Hanzo Steel! No! Okay, that could have been Hanzo Steel. Hanzo Steel doesn't fucking despawn after half a second. Always be cock punching. The Mayor Mike Hagar way. No dick is safe from Mike Hagar. Oh fuck. Bill Bull got me. This is so funny. I love this so much. Tag yourself on the person in the foreground. I'm the TNT. Election season, all local GOP candidates are on the radio complaining about the other guys being soft on crime. I don't see them out suplexing gangsters. I'm voting for Mike Hagar instead. Soft on crime? I punch crime in the cock. Ah. Hey, maybe we can have a bite to eat at restaurant later. I think that'd be nice. I've heard restaurant is really good. No, fucker! Ugh, Simmons! Yeah. Mike Hagar has a crippling steroid addiction. Vote for Axel instead. Ugh, hate your door. Steroid problem? What steroid problem? I just fucking hate doors. Door killed my mother. We can work off our big meal from restaurant by going to club after. Here, Mike Hagar just roid rages 24/7. Ugh. I don't even have the patience to suplex you. Ugh. Oh, dick punch. Ugh. I just do that right. Ugh. Yes, well timed. Not well timed. God, for a second I thought his name was Orbiter. Because he's the size of a small moon. Size and shape. Can I have some beer? Hagar hates your dick. That's his campaign slogan. Hagar hates your dick. He must destroy it. Vote Mike Hagar. He is very much inspired by the 1984 movie Streets of Fire, which was Rick Moranis' second movie role ever. Really? Interesting. Would vote for Mike Hagar. You know, a lot of politicians talk a big game, but I can't remember the last one that was just up there saying, I'm going to destroy your cock. And that's the kind of honesty that I respect in a mayor. I like Mike Hagar because he tells it like it is. He is going to ruin my penis. I know what to expect. Okay, this sucks. Mike Hagar, strong on dicks. Have that pipe. No. Oh, God. Oh, holy fuck, they choke you out. But I can suplex it. Oh, come on. You and your bullshit iframes. Oh, am I fighting? I'm fighting like Giga Andore and Ultra Andore. You have to mute the stream for a little while. Just during Final Fight. I don't think we're playing any other cock punching games. I don't think. Unless Tom and Jerry took a turn somewhere in the 90s that I wasn't aware of. Fuck you, door. What's everybody standing around for? Get back to work! Oh, higher! No, that's not what I wanted. No, fucker. I was just destroying the entire thing. They're all relative. Grandfather Andore, Uncle Andore, and there's also Father Andore in the arcade version. He even does the Star Trek double fist punch on your dick. Just to really drive it home. Keep going. Do you realize how hard it was to find a good icon for the keep going? I thought for sure, like I would have no problem finding a really good like finger or thumb or go arrow, but I couldn't do it. It took me ages to find the one that we're using right now. And what really pissed me off about it, I remember on Twitter like months ago, somebody collected up like every go icon ever and put them in, oh, it's the police. And put it in like a Twitter thread, and I couldn't fucking find it again. Right when I needed it, right when it was topical, I could not find it. Hagar hates cops. Yeah, I'm guessing police funding is gonna take a hit after this this particular encounter. Mike Hagar cock punches cops. Now that's a mayor I can get behind. Didn't give it a like. If I did, I couldn't find it. I feel like for sure wow. What is this asshole doing now? Fuck you! Have dick, will punch. Eat that gum off the ground for moral health. That's gross. Oh my god. Yeah, Twitter is weird. It can be inexplicably difficult to find stuff on Twitter. Like, I swear, I'll get Twitter to understand like which of my follows I really like reading tweets from, and then one day they'll just randomly stop showing me anything that person does. And I'll have to go find them through search again and like a bunch of their tweets all over again, just because. Heard Hagar was punched God in the dick. Only trust your fist, your dick will be punched. Heard he does dick punching commercials in Japan. Mike Hagar's dick punches are very big in Japan, yes. Doggy! Can I pet the dog? I don't want to punch the dog in the dick. I want to pet him. Fuck! I was distracted by the adorable dog. The extremely yappy dog, too. Jesus. Oh, whatever, man. Hold on. Ah! He got impatient. He's like, my dick's not getting punched fast enough. Fine. The dog is singing the background music? Oh my god, he kind of is. They should just put a dog like that in the background of every stage and just have him be like the canon singer. Just providing the background music. That'd be great. Fuck you. Too many Andores. Ow, 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 ow. Dog is actually environmental storytelling. In the game story, the dog leads to the gang leader here. Really? That's cool. Cassiodag. No! I want a rhythm game about Metal Dog now. Ooh. Oh, come on, man. I punched the one in front of me. What is that? Point. Those are the ugliest gold bars I've ever seen in my life. I kind of like it when you can just turn into a punch turret. Just stand there and rotate and punch everything around you. The person landed on my fist, and not in the sexy way. So many dicks. So much punching. Good dog. I'm not sure I want this stage to end in a filthy public restroom. Removed all the women from the SNES version of the game so you can punch one tip. This tail looks like a floppy little leg to me. Apparently the dogs here also give special bonuses depending on how you stand with them and do some. Really? That's cool. That's super cool. Ah, yeah, I love it when that happens. That is like the best part. Like, don't get me wrong, the dick punching is great. Big fan. Big fan. But grabbing some dude and like suplexing him over the back into a bunch of other dudes is just, it's just chef's kiss. You'd love to see it, Chad. Leather daddies look like Kenshiro. I think they look like David Hasselhoff. Fuck is that guy? Doesn't matter, he's dead now. Can't wait for the other Final Fight games, which are all SNES exclusive. Final Fight 3 is really good. I remember reading the feature for 2. I don't remember 3 at all. Only out for Ninja Warriors. I see a Fist of the North Star movie with Hasselhoff now. I think we just solved the live action casting. Oh lord. Oh lord, that's a lot of fire. Oh god, no! No, I do not want to do that stage over again. I think we're final fighted out for the evening. Final Fight 3 has branching paths and command specials. Point of Hagar. Ah! Yeah! Game over! Rawr! Rawr! Hang on a second. I want to check something. Just a moment. Punch Hagar in the dick with TNT. Oh my god. My new favorite gimmick. Stand in front of them in a specific way, they start barking more quickly and get bonuses like add 1 life every 60 seconds. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yes. 1 second, chat. Here, let's put on some music for you. Yeah, this is Sailor Moon music. Just out of curiosity. I'm not sure which one this is. There are a fuck ton of Sailor Moon games on the Super Nintendo. This one's 1993. I just want to play one. Obviously. This is the first beat 'em up? Alright, perfect. Great. So I mean, JRPG on SNES is actually rad. Yay! Hell yeah, best sailor? Hell yes. Hell yes. I know, hang on. This is not Final Fight. I mean, as if I need to tell people this is Sailor fucking Moon. Go! The fuck are you? Doesn't matter, you're dead now, piece of shit. These look like fucking Ultraman monsters. Hold down the attack. Oh, hello. Cool, okay. I can dig that. Oh, Lord. This lady looks fucked up. Holy shit, she can suplex people too! Nice shot. Well done. There we go. Can they all suplex people? Or just Jupiter? They're from the first season. I like the little antenna that would come out of her, God damn, that's cool! I like the little antenna that would come out of her tiara to, like, gather lightning. That's super cool. Mars flips them over with her leg. What does Mercury do? Oh, God damn it. Venus throws him normally. Final Fight really defined a lot of standards for future beat-em-up games. Yeah, I suppose it was pretty hugely influential, huh? I actually remember this Axe Hand lady now from the first season of Sailor Moon. Holy fuck! All the ones in that are actual monsters, which later seasons get kind of away from a lot. Yeah, that's for sure. Very true. Sailor Moon definitely has cool enemy designs. I had forgotten until I rewatched it with my girls, like how hardcore it could be. Like some of the monster designs in the early seasons are fucking horrific. I mean, this Axe Hand lady is pretty fucked up already, so. Double Dragon revolutionized beat 'em ups, and Final Fight basically set the modern standards for them. That's so cool. Excuse me. Yeah. Sailor Moon manga also has some rad art. Wow, we actually survived that. Tuxedo Mask is useless. The Tuxedo Mask meme where he's like, my work here is done. And Usagi's like, but you didn't do anything. And he just leaves. It's still one of my favorites. I use that one at work sometimes. when we request something from the developers and they're like, yeah, it's done. And nothing actually happens, I'll send that to my team. Was that actually from the show? No. But the funny thing about that meme is like that's not the dialogue, but that's basically what happens in that scene. Oh, can I beat this up? Hang on. Fuck this SUV. Yeah, that's the shit. Fuck him up, Jupiter. No, I wasn't done. I don't recall this specific episode. Everyone beats up cars because of Final Fight. It's just what you do. Is this Purgatory? No, this is one of those. This is one of the like monster pocket dimensions they make. Probably some clock themed villain. Amelia gets arrested for vandalism. In terms of 90s magical girl animes, my favorite was Cardcaptor Sakura. I don't think I've ever seen any of that. What happened? We're closing in on the boss, I'm sure. Boom! Get fucked. Boom! Get fucked. Oh, I love it. The music got pretty neat, too. I remember a monster from a jewelry store that uses clocks to control people or something. I think that was the first episode where Usagi's friend's mom runs a jewelry store and she's running like a oh my god. Hang on. What did I do? Yeah. And that one gets really creepy too. Cause oh, fuck off. Her mom turns into this super fucked up monster. Ow. I don't actually remember that one being clock themed. Oh, she gets really frustrated when she dies. Okay. Why? What's up with your arms here? I know your arms are longer than that. So many of them where I pretend to be a local business owner, but I'm evil. Some of them were really fucking funny too. Like there's one where the bad guys take over like a cruise ship. And it's got this whole like Love Boat vibe to it. Oh my god, dude. I think that was Sailor Moon Shadows. I remember that one too. Okay, I have some kind of super thing that seems pretty handy. Ow. This boss has the most fucked up hurt box. Like, I cannot figure it out. No. There we go. Okay. You didn't do anything, dickhead. That was a time cat? Yeah, apparently. I think I gotta see. Calling normal, what a dick. You do that bit with Usagi, right? I don't really care about you. Ooh! This is a nice looking stage. She's so tall. She's taller than the dudes she's punching out. I love Jupiter. Hey! Holy shit. Cardcaptors on Netflix, fun watch. One of the first openly gay couples I remember at a TV show starring in one of the later seasons. Oh, that's cool. Every single stage in the SNES Sailor Moon games have excellent soundtracks and visual style. Well, so far this certainly does. Uh-oh. Oh, that panda is taking no prisoners. This is his track. You are not but a temporary annoyance upon it. Clamp is problematic as I find them also did a lot of interesting things for the time period. Wait. Starting to clap back. Person is hard to hit. Boom, there we go. Oh fuck! Chat. What are you on about? Chat took a fucking turn somewhere, and I think y'all need to get back on the road. Ow! Whip me, unless I ask for it. He'll do it too. There we go. Oh, ow. Oh no! Panda got me. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you too. This guy will not learn his place. Guys, let's talk about how well Oddish is playing this game. He's not. Yeah, that's the problem. I am failing chat right now. I'm not putting on a satisfactory performance, so y'all have to talk about dojins and shit. Well, you don't have to. You never have to. This actually isn't necessary. Actually, there's no excuse for what you're doing. What the hell are you doing, chat? Why do you think it's okay? Maybe that's the discussion we should be having. Different subject. No, there's nothing else now. Dojin chat has already occurred. There's no recovering. I know it's not a dirty word, but in the context here, fucking woof. My magical girl thing in multiple beat 'em ups being the one where the girls barely fight hand to hand is kind of weird thinking on it. Touch his background on us game puppet. Hi? Oh god! Oh god. Continue. Alright. I think that's enough Sailor Moon for one night. Just randomly. Just to show you all real quick. Give you some ideas here. Was there a lot of Sailor Moon stuff in Japan? Dude, Sailor Moon was fucking huge. Sailor Moon is like a landmark series. Let me give you an idea here. All these Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon are the SNES games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 Sailor Moon games on tap here. Jogai Ranto is the Arxis game. Oh, this one. Okay. We'll check that out another night. Because I feel we may need to get back to the magazine. Yeah, dude, there's a lot. There's a ton. There have to be NES Sailor Moon games too, don't there? Bishoujo Wrestler. Look, we're not. Look, chat. Look, chat. Magazine. Remember magazine? Remember the magazine? We're not going through the Japanese library right now, okay? Legit, all I remember is Another Story is surprisingly legit RPG in the first brawler. Magazine? Next. Oh shit, it's Final Fantasy II coverage. Also known as Final Fantasy. Okay. We need to talk for a second about this. We need to talk for a second about it. Okay. First epic adventure for the Super NES, Squaresoft, Final Fantasy II, King's Pawn. We know Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy IV. Where the fuck am I talking about it? This art. That Cecil looks like a scruffy old man. Let me see. Some JoJo ass art. They spoil Final Fantasy IV with that Cecil art. This magazine feature goes way into it, okay? But yes, they spoil a ton of shit in this. He's got the He-Man belt, no pants in this fantasy game. So that's Cecil, right? Actually, it looks like Mobius art. I don't know who did the art for this. Whoever did it is obviously really good. I mean, look at this over here. This is fucking rad. This is really good. So what I wanted to talk about, chat, real quick, is I wanted to talk about Cain and the many confusing emotions Cain gave me as a young lad. I don't care which way you swing. This Cain is hot. This Cain is yeah. There's a lot going on here. I'm not enjoying this Amuro erasure. Normally I would agree with you, Dread, but Cain looks like they belong in JoJo. Yeah, seriously. Cain with 2 spears? Is Cain a dude with dreads and okay, look. All joking aside, not that much joke, but all joking aside, I'm not really sure what all is going on here. Like, I don't know if that's supposed to be his hair. I don't know if that's supposed to be some kind of cowl that, like, connects the helmet with the breastplate. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Y'all were weirding me out too much with the dojin, so I need to jump straight to, like, inexplicably hot Kane. Dickle sounds like some kind of Web 4.0 app. They also had to get some particularly well-defined cheek here as well. Oh my god. So yeah, this is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I don't think I need to explain. The spirit of Haggard still lingers. Oh my god. Can we just stay on this page for the next 20 minutes? I think we can stretch this out. We all need a cold shower. Kate is why the Kinsey scale exists. Chat, if I thought there was some way to emote this, I absolutely would, but unfortunately. I agree, Dom. I agree. Can's very detailed. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on with that spearhead. Which one? Emote the foot stepping out. That's actually not bad. Yes, we have thoroughly derailed the power hours for the evening. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, actually, you know, chat, we can't stop here. We can't stop here because obviously there are other characters in this game, right? So let's say now that we have stupid sexy Dragoon Kane indelibly burned into our brains, right? Let's check out the other character, shall we? Oops, no, bring him back. Bring him back. Here for Yang. Oh, you just wait. We're gonna stay super zoomed in like this, chat, and we're just gonna Okay, here we go. Alright, Rydia is actually cute here. I think they actually did a really nice design for Rydia. It looks literally nothing like her in the actual game. But if this is the way we're going, sure, okay. Looks like a young page boy. Got some Padme makeup going on. I like the parachute pants, personally. Who drew that? I'm really curious where they dug up this art. Cause, oh man. She looks like she's in Star Wars Episode 1. What? Okay, here's my question. Like, there's a lot of colors going on here, right? Why no green whatsoever? Why is there only just the tiniest green highlight on, like, her headband and her knee pads or whatever? Kinda looks like the original artist, forget his name. Kane stole all the Oh my god. Oh, I'm desperately afraid there of anime art. They go, ah yes, stupid sexy Kane, Lord Parachute Pants, Page Boy Rydia. Oh my god, okay. Alright, you ready for the next one? Chad, who's the next character you run into in Final Fantasy IV? Who's the next character? It's not Rosa. All the names and places in this game are so dumb. Oh, Sid's Awayzin. No. No. It's Sage Tella. who is so white. So fucking white. He's the whitest mage you know. Well, yeah, that's true. Rosa does show up earlier. You just don't recruit her yet. Tell us obviously by going by this picture. That's it's just a melted candle. Bro, made of milk or some shit. It does. Again, I think this is a really cool design. I have literally no idea how this is supposed to track with what you see in the game, but this is a genuinely cool design right here. Just posted Sexy Kane on Discord. Long may he reign. Tell you're so damn white, you're making Vanilla Ice blush. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So, like, he's got the robe going on. He's got like the kind of beret hat thing with a whole bunch of tassels coming down off of that. He's got a bird perched on the back of his chair. I think the thing about what makes it so weird is he's all folded up in this chair. You know? Whereas everybody else gets kind of a dynamic pose. He's just kind of like ensconced here. But again, very, very cool looking design. And I think it is sort of purposely supposed to look like a candle. I don't know why. I don't know what the symbolism there is. But yeah. Tell us a white fucker just eats mayo out of the container with a spoon. I like the artist has so far interpreted everyone possible as having dreads. Doesn't help that him and all of everything around him is white and melts. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem with making him so incredibly white. Is like, it becomes hard to make out different parts of the design. Spreads it on Wonder Bread with the crust missing. Incredibly American fantasy. Oh, you think that's incredibly American fantasy? We got Edward next. I hope you're ready for this, chat. Popular GOP conventions. Yeah, he's gonna be opening CPAC. Prince Edward the Bard, and what a bard he is. Our head page boy Rydia. Yeah, that's a fucking bard, all right. The pants. It's the pants, really. The pants and wearing a pillow on his head. Yeah, they understood the assignment, certainly. Character in Elden Ring with pants like those. Looks like he's gonna try to sell you insurance. Those aren't pants or flotation devices. Yes, the sombrero. The High Constitution sombrero. The state of that cloak. The absolute state of that cloak. How many bracelets does he have? Excellent question. Oh my god. Oh my god. I never noticed this until just now. His left arm is like Bracelet City. His right arm is a normal frilled sleeve. Like, even whatever tunic situation is going on here is completely asymmetrical. Bracelet situation counts as armor now. It's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet of bracelets. I want to see American Final Fantasy IV based on these designs. I kind of do too, honestly. I want to see a 3D remake of Final Fantasy IV using these designs. Final Fantasy X tier insane character design. He comes from Fire Country. He gets hot. Yes, this is very ambitious art, and that's why I love it. Like, we can make fun of it. We can pick out all we want, but I genuinely love this art. It's hilarious. It is hilarious the direction they went with these characters because the original Final Fantasy IV characters had really well-defined motifs to their look, right? And it just blows my mind that this obviously incredibly talented artist just went so far off the reservation with them. Kane is now a sticker in Discord. I love y'all. What I want in art book? Yeah. What's up, Silver Mike? You won't have to spend extra time building up experience points or gold because the game is so well paced. Let me see that. Oh, that purple bar on the left. You know, I was thinking about that because when I was preparing for tonight, I was also preparing for the possibility that people might request this and want it played in some capacity. And I was thinking about the game and its pacing and stuff, and I was trying to remember at what points in this game you have to grind. And there is grinding in this game. There's definitely grinding in this game. But, I mean, think about the context here. This is Final Fantasy II. So they're going to be comparing this to primarily Final Fantasy I, and then to a lesser extent, the Dragon Quest. I think in that context, they're allowed to say this. Yeah. This is a huge improvement in pacing over those games. As far as actual grinding in this game, like, I feel like there's not. I don't feel like there's any grinding in the first leg, like on the on the surface world. I don't remember any points where I need to like run around and level up. I feel like that part's really well paced. The underground is more of a toss-up. Had to do it once. For sure, the end of the game you need to, because that final dungeon is a motherfucker. And in particular, if you want to get any of the ultimate items, I think if you want to get Leviathan, you need to be at a specific level too, because I'm pretty sure he opens with like Tsunami. And unlike Final Fantasy V, I don't think this game has inherent items or abilities that'll help you get past that. Think you grind for equipment once or twice and grind the first time you get Rydia? You don't have to grind the first time you get Rydia. I know that for sure. I just listened to No One Can Know About This season about Final Fantasy IV, and they kept saying we should probably grind up some levels and then not grinding. That sounds like me streaming an RPG. Yeah, the big parts in this game where I got stuck were Calbrena, Doomwall, Giant of Babel, and the final dungeon. The rest of it, I feel like, goes pretty... the rest of it goes pretty smoothly, I think. Maybe I'm remembering the 3D remake. That one's a grindy game. Oh, really? That sucks that they would actually, like, go backwards like that. Anyway, we got more characters to check out, chat. Let's see who's next. Let's see who's next. Oh. Oh. Chad, I think I speak for us all when I say... It's the biggest motivation killer for me in RPG, getting all the way up to the final boss, trying it repeatedly, and discovering you have to go back and grind more to see the ending. Yes, Deep Thought. I very much agree. I very, very much agree. The hair and the boots are just... The childlike empress from Neverending Story doing here. Thanks for sharing, Cheese Toast. This is a JoJo design. Okay, yeah. We gotta talk about the underboob. You don't make a choice like that just idly. That's not just like, I guess we'll make this part brown for no reason. Scarf wrapping around a leg. Like, there's honestly a lot going on here that's kind of hard to interpret. Like, I guess my best guess here is that the navy blue is like some kind of leotard, and then the white is armor, and there's just the armor is bolted onto a burlap sack that is holding her breasts up, and then they put tassels on everything. It looks perfectly normal to me. Weird strand of hair wrapping down for her head. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there either. Could that... Okay, crazy thought. Crazy thought. What if the band is not like a headband? What if it's like some kind of like high concept tiara? And that's not a strand of hair. That's like part of the tiara going up over the side of her head. Wearing a thong over a bodysuit? No wonder there's a modesty scarf over. Every single gray bluish part of this outfit would be skin where this not done for Nintendo Power. Worst Final Fantasy design for you is Aiko in Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, I can't say I'm a particular fan of hers. Worst is easily Seymour from Final Fantasy. Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's really bad. Yeah, that's hard to argue against. That's pretty bad. That makes sense, but it's not. I didn't say it was any less dumb. That's just, I'm trying to logic through. I'm trying to reckon with what I'm seeing here. Yeah. All right, chat. You think Yang is going to be an improvement? Are you prepared for Yang? Worst design Kimahri because everything about him is the worst. Go away, stupid blue idiot. Don't you sass my hairy son. Alright. Karate Master Yang. Yang could be vaguely racist. Actually, every dirge of Cerberus design. I think Yang will be ordinary. There's only so many shirtless designs you can do. I'd say you're pretty much on the money there. Why is he wearing beach shoes? They had to do something. I mean, the whole upper body is pretty much off limits, right? So they had pants. They obviously parachuted him out. So the shoes. They had to go ham on the shoes. Yang, why do you have a sword on your back? You can't even use those. Put them down. It's Sam Neill from Event Horizon. Where are the claws? Ah. that didn't make it into the notes, apparently. So the side hair is interesting. I don't hate it. It gives him a bit of a unique flair there. Oh god, this is actually a pirate. I used to wear those in elementary school. Yang is great because in the original translation, we would yell, yeah, that's how I know him. Because I've only really played Final Fantasy IV in the original SNES cart, and I love that translation. Strong bandit vibes, yeah. For sure. Favorite dumb dirge of Cerberus design is a guy with bandages covering his face, a straight jacket with blue Tron lines going up and down, and robotic arms holding guns for him instead of actual arms. Oh, I know. I've seen that one, Shadow. I've seen that one. Real fan favorite, that one, isn't it? And the arms were wings. There's always more you could just slip in there. Just another idiot detail. Sounds like a Ruby character. All right, what's next? I actually don't remember what's gonna be next. What's next for? I can't get over Rosa. I had forgotten about Rosa's design. You know what it is. You know what it is. They looked at the sprite. They looked at the sprite, and it's these just tiny, like, bulbous-headed people, and they're like, okay, obviously they're Oompa fucking Loompas. Or Cabbage! Oh my god, they're totally Cabbage Patch Kids. Oh my god, it's Pippin and Mary. Push one of those mofos down the hill and just watch them continue to roll for hours. Look at how rotund they are. They're fleshy beach ball people. I love American Porum and Polo. Yes, or Cupid dolls. That's fucking shoes. It always comes back to the shoes, doesn't it? It always comes back to the shoes. They curl into themselves. Don't neglect those shoes. We've never seen actual children before. This is what human children look like, right? Oh my god. You know what the real tragedy here is, chat? They only did the cast. They only did the playable cast. I would have loved to have seen this artist take on, like, the Four Fiends. Or just, I mean, just random enemies. That would have been sweet. Why does one of them have a green dog collar? I've never noticed that. Oh my god. Which one is your guess as good as mine? He's the Mysidians who must face a great ordeal babysitting these freaks of nature. Show me Kefka? Okay. By the time they got to Final Fantasy VI, they were just using Amano's art. The Final Fantasy VI feature in Nintendo Power is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, imagine this artist. Imagine this take on Kefka. That would be, oh my god. Things look like they only put... Don't worry, they'll kill themselves. You're dumb main characters. They'll get trash compacted. Alright, chat. I see the next character. I see the next character, and I gotta be honest. This one... Yeah, it's Sid time. I think that's fine. I think they actually got this one. That was much better than the actual sprite. His sprite does look really doofy, doesn't it? Playing pocket pool. Good old Sid taking a fat shit. It looks like Cecil's on. I mean, this is a very reasonable character design. Which is, I mean, God, like, it's in a way even more gobsmacking to go from this to this. This looks like a human. This, not so much. Not sure if he has a stash or bizarrely long cheeks. It looks okay. I'm going with long stash. I'm going with long stash because the alternative is the jowls from hell, and I don't buy that. Strong biker dude energy, yeah. I love his tiny shit. Oh my god, you're right. Look at his calves. compared to the actual shoe. Oh my god. He has never skipped a leg day in his life. And yet they're stacked upon tiny ballerina feet. Oh, Lord. He lost all his toes in an engineering accident. His shoes are always gold. I just love how that is an incredibly detailed chair. Like, it's a stool, but it's made of multiple panels, and then it has, like, additional support legs. Rare instance where this art is better than the sprite. I agree, Manic. I agree. I think this is a really solid design. Why? Why does one pants leg have laces and the other doesn't? That's a really good question. Are we sure they didn't think Palom and Poron weren't Tonberries? It actually would be a decent Tonberry design. Just color them green. Alright, chat, who's left? Who's left in this game? Who is left in this game? Oop, wrong way. I keep clicking on the wrong thing here. The evil dude. Ow, the edge. Oh, that was weird. Oh, hang on. They scanned these a little wrong. Okay, there's no character on this page. And then they accidentally copied this page over here, so hang on. Oh my god, we actually ran out of music. That's crazy. Okay. Put it over on something. Okay. Ah, here we go. Yeah, Edge. Huh, okay. Yeah, no Golbez, unfortunately. This one is accurate, I think. I think this actually looks like his sprite. He's not bald. He's got like really short hair. He's got like a really short shock of hair, just like his sprite does actually. Much more restrained. I know, right? As fucking hog wild as they went with some of these other designs, Edge actually looks like Ed, a very simple ninja guy. Definitely done up around the waist. Like, got a whole lot of detail shit going on there, and like just the smallest amount of chainmail or like scale mail on his shoulder. Sprite has a bouffant. This does not. Yeah, I guess they didn't go all the way in on that. Is he balding? I guess he kind of looks like he is, isn't he? That's Michael Rooker. Skin tone is odd. Edge's sprite has an odd skin tone to it. Very kind of sallow. He's supposed to have chainmail on his belly. Yeah, I'm not sure what. Honestly. But yeah, that's it. We don't get a Golbez. We don't get any of the four fiends. They don't spoil Fusoya in this one. This is the end of the Final Fantasy IV feature. They wrap it up here. They indicate that something might be going on the moon, and that's it. But I mean, this is a pretty this goes deep. This feature goes deep. It goes all the way through your first trip through the Tower of Babel. Doing wiggly lines like that is pretty common for chainmail. Ruby Picante. Ruby can't. Oh yeah, the crystal art's really good. Yeah, this art they have down in the corner is really, really nice. I mean, again, incredibly talented artist. Super, super talented artist. Just, I don't know. Didn't fully understand the assignment, I guess. What's up, Tradon? Late as usual. Yeah, I think we're wrapping up. You missed quite an adventure, I'm afraid to say. Yeah, we were going through the Final Fantasy IV Nintendo Power art, and it was a fucking trip. Gotta snap this back. Is the artist who drew Palom and Porom as a pair of obese, bald Italian dwarves? Oh, you mean them? You mean these guys up here? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you missed Kane's spear, did ya? Well, I guess we can recap and go backwards real quick. They got Edge right, I would say. I would say that actually Edge is probably the one character they got really close to their actual sprite, which is surprising. Sid, I just think looks good. He doesn't necessarily look like his sprite, but as Manic observed, yeah, this design actually looks better than what the sprite suggests. Palom and Porom are a vision of hell that is otherwise unparalleled. Yang looks all right. Can't really fuck up shirtless kung fu guy too bad. Rosa exists. I'll give y'all a minute to drink that in again. Rosa looks like some kind of 80s butt rock singer. Oh yeah. This whole page, like, Rydia is, I will admit, I like this design, but I don't know who the fuck this is supposed to be. Drink it all up like a cold glass of vinegar. Tella, again, super cool fucking design, but who is this? Who in the hell is this? A little further and she'd be in Guar, yeah. And then Edward is the bardiest bard that has ever barded outside of D&D. Absolutely peak bard. Tella's just sick of everyone's crap. Tella's just waiting for his Firebird to melt him down. But then. We get what really matters. There it is. True husbando material. Kane with his spear and his other spear. Oh, Kane is way prettier than Rosa Iridia. He tried to touch Kane, but he wasn't able. Kane has been making me feel things my entire life, Tradon. Wonderful, confusing things. This is a game where everyone wishes for your success in the wishing places. But don't worry. Kane isn't the only piece of man candy we've got here. Not sure where they got the green outfit from. We're not leaving Dark Knight Cecil out. Because Cecil leaving his pants out. I feel like this art was drawn purely by text description. I would love to know what the directive for this was. To enhance. Focus. Enhance. Why would Cecil need pants? The rest of him is armored. He looks like He-Man with half a suit armor. They didn't understand. Yeah, they definitely didn't understand the assignment of Dark Knight Cecil. I don't even think they mentioned Dark Knight Cecil. I think they were like, yeah, he turns into a paladin at some point, and the artist was like, paladin, great, got it, cool. Okay, look. If he had pants, I think this is an extremely solid paladin design. It's just, I'm not even sure he's wearing like a codpiece. Like, that to me looks like a very wide belt. So like, I can't help but think he put on his breastplate, he put on his gauntlets and his pauldrons, he slipped on his boots, he fastened his belt right over his junk, and then just sallied forth. And he's just out there. It's Hagger proof. He's got a G-string on under there. This character class professional wrestler. Likes a nice healthy breeze around the boys, like the Scots do. Why did he stab his sword in the ground? That's just silly. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to stabilize himself with his massive swinging girth under there. Effective psychological weapon. So yeah. Distract the monsters wondering where his pants are. Then stab. Alright, chat. Well, this has been quite the evening. There's been a lot of developments tonight. Things get hot when you fight. Removing pants from your clothing is wise, actually. I believe this is where our journey ends for the evening. We played some games. We've experienced some emotions. We've awakened things within ourselves that have lain dormant for far, far too long. As I stepped up an adult D&D game. Oh, don't worry about Ozma. It's you caught the important part, really. As long as you didn't miss Kane, all of Kane, every piece of Kane, you're good. So yeah, we have made it not very far at all. we are still. Wait. Did we? Hang on. I need to check something. We've done 2 games. We played Flintstones, and we talked about Final Fantasy II. I mean, in between, we played Pilot Wings and Final Fight and random Sailor Moon game, but I get the feeling we're going to be on this issue for some time. Just so you know. So, with that, let's talk about the schedule, shall we? It's getting late. I have to get up early tomorrow, because I'm driving out into the desert to visit my parents. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this issue, because we're going to be here for a while. Alright, so, I am off tomorrow night, as I am wont to do. I hope you all have a lovely Sunday. Maybe I will see you on Discord when I'm about. On Monday, we'll be continuing Astalon, Tears of the Earth. Really enjoying that game. Very, very cool game. That is most likely going to be our project Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think I can finish it next week. My understanding is that I can. If I can't, that's fine too. We can continue it the week after. We'll see how it goes. We will be continuing this on Thursday. We'll be right back to this issue. Hopefully we can finish the rest of the features. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, Ultimate Air Combat, Tom and Jerry, and then maybe crack into the Game Boy game. Because I know y'all just cannot wait for some Game Boy Battletoads. We're diligent, we can make Fairy the next game Ash plays after Aston. Where are y'all on this? Oh my god. You're literally 2/3 of the way there. Oh. They did. They made a Battletoads Game Boy port. They absolutely did. Hasn't the world suffered enough? Think about our future. Battletoads on Game Boy, Faria on NES. There is no escape. There's no escape from hell. I don't know what we're doing next Friday. Keep an eye out on Discord. I may decide tomorrow. I may wait and decide on Monday. Bit of a toss-up at the moment. I got some ideas. I got some things I want to do. We'll just have to see. So that's the plan for the coming week, chat. Now let us plan on a raid. Let's see. Ooh. It has been a hot fucking minute since I have last raided the last bosses. He is playing Slay the Spire right now. Let's go hang out with him for a bit. This is a rare opportunity for us. Oh my god. Man, revisiting those Final Fantasy IV character designs was like emotionally exhausting for me. I feel spent. Can't wait to go just like collapse in bed and dream of pain. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for joining me for tonight. Thanks for cracking open another issue of Nintendo Power with me and ogling at the contents. Hopefully you're enjoying this because we're going to be here for a while. And hopefully I will see you all on Monday for the continuation of Astalon, Tears of the Earth. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.